I'm excited. I got my webcam. I got my microphone. Yay. Okay. Um, so I went out the other day. It was super hot. Way too hot. And I got my husband to take some photos of me. So I'm going to be editing those really quick. As always, I am editing with my white pine photography presets. This one is going to be from the Atlas collection, so we are not using Scout this time. We are actually going to be using Atlas 7. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and pop my details, which basically just gives me all my sharpening and noise reduction to it. And I'm going to go right ahead in here. And I want to show you guys a couple little things. First of all, I'm going to put this at 7,000 and I'm going to do all of my lens corrections. And I think that is pretty good. We're going to take our vibrance spec down to 0 and not have that. Okay, that looks pretty good. So I wanted to show you guys a couple things really quick. I recorded this before and then found out that I had double noise going, so it was really echoey. So I'm redoing this for you guys. So I already have these snapshots that I built, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of talk you through it. So this first snapshot, okay, we're gonna apply it. Basically, it's gonna have your exposure set at the -1, and then our contrast is -28, and your shadow is at 75, and your blacks are at 0. These are our main focuses for the snapshots, is your exposure, contrast, shadows, and blacks. So this next one, our exposure is at a 0, and our shadows are at 25, our blacks are at 37, and the contrast is more or less at 0. This is when we have a negative exposure yet again. However, instead of messing with the contrast, we try to pull blacks up and the shadows up. So this is how that looks. Now I'm gonna go with our exposure set at 0 because I just feel like more details are saved when you have a lower exposure or a 0 exposure. I really like the way everything looks, so we are going to keep it at that. I'm gonna go right ahead and in the original edit that I posted online, I did blemish removals, and I also did, I think I might have done some shadows in the eyes and stuff like that and brought my eyes to life. I'm not gonna do that for the sake of this video to save me some sanity because this is my second time recording it. But I will make sure that I do one in the future for you guys. So we're gonna Shift M, and I am gonna put it on my sunshine, and we are going to just put a big old thing right here. I'm gonna lower the warmth, but I'm gonna put up some of this red. I might actually put some more of the warmth in there. I think that looks really nice. So there we have it. That looks really nice. You can adjust it however way you want. I love using my sunshine radio filters on everything. I don't think there's times where I don't use them, unless there's not a sunset, then I don't use them, obviously. So there's that. The next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna bring my brush. I just hit K, that is a quick shortcut to your brush, and we're gonna go ahead and put it on our Patchwork dress brush. This is just the brush that I created when I originally did these edits because it saved me time. But all it is some saturation and a little bit of a temperature or white balance change in there because with some of my edits they are a little warmer and the dress just wasn't showing its, actual thing. Okay, so I'm gonna hit K again. It's gonna open my brush up again. And I'm gonna go and put a tattoo on here. I did do this in a lot of my original edits. And I just kind of, I just go over my tattoo a little bit and it just kind of brings that nice darkness to it. You can adjust it as necessary. So that is that edit. And then I bring it into Photoshop and I do some actions on it to really bring it back and make those shadows a little darker. Like, the details will certainly pop once I get it into Photoshop. And I will also add a light layer of portraiture on it. So this is the next one we have. So we're gonna do, and I know I'm gonna use the same stuff, so you can come over here and you copy all of your settings, and then you come over here and paste it, and it looks pretty good. But I am actually going to up my exposure and my shadows and the blacks just a tad bit more than what they already are. And then I'm going to come in here, Shift M for the radio, and I'm going to add a sunshine right in there as well. If I can find it. There we go. So there's my sunshine. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And you can come in here and take a saturation brush and paint on your jacket to make that a little bit more poppier, whatever you want to do. Everything like that works. So then we're gonna come to this one. So fun fact, both of these dresses, I made both of them. This one I made out of sheer boredom, and I just kind of wanted a nice non-lace white dress added to my closet, my client closet. I make pieces for my client closet. I think that they are very nice to have. So I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust some of those settings there. I'm gonna come in with my tattoo brush and just go over that, and then I'm going to put a radial filter over my face here. Alright, so I'm going to put it on exposure. Obviously we're not going to keep it that high, but we're going to put it maybe right about there and lower the contrast a little bit. And see, you can already see we've got some pretty good stuff there. So we're going to go ahead and add our sunshine back here as well. Make it a little tilted. And bam. I'm going to lower it just a little bit and maybe take this down a tiny bit and put some red in there. Beautiful looking. Alright, and so here's something that I like to do to a lot of the photos that were in these galleries. So basically you're going to come in here and you're going to say select subject. So your subject is selected, and you're going to go ahead and invert it. And we're going to go ahead and put it on our shadows, but we're not going to go in the positive. We're going to go in the negative just a tad bit. And I want to take some of the blacks down just a little bit too. You don't want to go too far down because then it kind of just looks fake, you know? So we're just going to kind of come right about there. And this is just kind of showing you what I did. Alright. And that is more or less what I've done. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I want to put in here. Oh yeah, so the last video I was going to show you guys just a quick little glimpse into a black and white filter that I use because I did use that for some of the gallery. It is the Ore from Archipelago, and it is the Ore 9, which is a more brown looking one. So you can come in here and you can bump your exposure down a little bit. I won't go down that much. And we'll just pull these things up just a tad bit to see if we can put some of that back in there. And there you go. I love these, if it loads correctly. So I love this grain in here. It's just very beautiful and dreamy, and I love the brown tones of their black and whites. So that is all that I have. I know it was only 3 photos, but Yeah, it's hot. I'm getting easily irritated because it's so hot. I've been trapped in the house all day with a 2-year-old because we can't go outside. My computer is saying it is 109 degrees out right now and it's 5:42. So it looks like today is going to be another one of those days where it's going to be a really hot evening. Love it. I love it. Ugh, I wish I could move. I wish I could move somewhere nice. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!